Hey everybody, this is the tutorial for the Recorder 1 part of the D major slur exercise. If you don't have the music, you can get it at the link which is in the description. So first of all, what is a slur? Well, up to this point we've been playing notes individually, so each time we go 2, 2, 2, we're doing that for each note. So for example, each note change, even if I'm doing the same note, or multiple notes, I'm making a new beginning by bringing my tongue up to the top of the soft palate and making that 2, 2, 2, 2, or do, do, do sound. So what if I make that initial sound, do or 2, but instead of doing it on each note, I just keep that breath going through more than one note. So for example, so I did 3 notes together. That would be a slur over 3 notes. I said to, while I was changing my fingers here. So we're going to be doing 2 note slurs in this exercise. So it'll be each attack will get 2 beats. So like, that. All right. So we're going to go over each group of 2 notes from the beginning. I'm going to lower the camera so that it's pointing at the recorder so that you can see the fingering real clearly. So the first grouping, D, E, E, D, is very easy because we're going from 6 to 5 and 5 to 6. So the only problem with this is just getting a good, not overblowing this low D. So that one, just gentle initiation of the sound. Don't blow hard because that D will pop up. If I blow too hard, it's going to really shoot up. So gentle, gentle sound beginning, and then steady breath. Steady, not blowing faster or suddenly faster, just an even breath out. That's D and E. Okay, we go on to the next pair, E, F sharp. Now this one is trickier because here's the E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The F sharp, 6 is down, 4 is up. So I'm making this move to go from E to F sharp. And that means I've got to try to get the third finger here, the 6, to cover the hole at exactly the same time as the 4 comes up. If I don't do that, if it's uneven, it's going to sound like this. Right? So those have to, it's like they're a seesaw and the center is in the middle, and when one drops, the other one goes up. So let's try that. E, F sharp, 3, 4. Okay, the next pair, actually the next several pairs are pretty easy. F sharp to G, so I'm going from 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to just 3. So I'm just picking these 2 fingers up. That's an easy one. G, A, one of the first note pairs we ever learned. And also you'll notice as we go up to these higher notes, we can use more breath and a little more attack. We don't have to be as careful as when we're using down there with the D. So G and A, very easy. And then A, B, also very easy, 2 to 1. Now, B to C sharp. This one is a little tricky. We're going from first finger to 1 and 2 with the thumb hole uncovered. So the pivot here is 2 goes down, thumb comes away. 2 goes down, thumb, let's see if we can get that in the camera. This is the pivot. 2 goes down, thumb comes off, thumb goes back, 2 goes up. So it sounds like this. Oh. Starting from B. This can be a challenge, especially the thumb, getting the thumb back over the hole. I find that going from the B to the C sharp is not too hard, but coming back from the C sharp to the B can be tricky. You can hear that little clip that's happening in there, and that just means I'm not quite getting them at exactly the same moment. There was a good one. Okay, C sharp D is going to be another easy one because we're just going from thumb is away, thumb hole is open. We have 1 and 2 down for the C sharp. We pick up 1, and we got our D. So here's C sharp, D. So we get. And we end with 3 long Ds. So those are the slurs. So work on each pair to begin with. D, E, E, F sharp, G. Then start stringing the pairs together. So like we would go from the beginning, D, E, E, D, and then E, F sharp, E. So we start out. And you may have been able to hear I was taking my breath after 2 measures. So playing each pair, then taking my breath between those sets. So it depends how much breath you need to take will depend on how fast you can play this. If you get going fast, you might, be able to go through actually the whole thing or a couple of lines without a breath. I started to run out of breath on that speed at the end of the 3rd line. So that is the tutorial for the recorder 1 part, the top line of the D major slur exercise. So we'll see you for the tutorial for the bottom line coming right up.